Welcome back to Tiki Town to Project Zomboid, and today we're gonna not go back out shooting. Today is the day we're gonna take care of the base a little bit. I mean, it is safe, right? Because we kill a lot of zombies in the surrounding area, but I only feel safe if there's not a broken down door and 15,000 open windows all around the place, and zombies could, in theory, just walk in, come up here, and knock on my bedroom door. That feels wrong. So let me just... Probably gonna need to chop a couple more trees. Let's just grab a bunch of those planks. 20 nails on me, that's not gonna be enough. I already went around a little bit and placed some hinges and doorknobs at the places where I want to put doors. What else? All these planks. Probably have to go out and chop a couple more trees eventually. Do I have a hammer? I have a hammer. Can I unpack my hammer, or am I too encumbered? So now, with carpentry skill level 3, the door will look really bad. I wonder if I do some barricading first and hope that that might increase my skill level a little bit. Ah, not much still it gives. We finally have the book multiplier, right? So, barricading. Here's a fun thing. So in the past, you needed to right-click on every window, click on barricade, right-click, click on barricade, for every single barricade you do, right? So you see now this is grayed out. This has been moved to the build menu. So you're gonna build, barricade, probably want to favorite that so that we have quicker access to it. Then with R you can rotate. You're telling me. So the fun thing is, this is the most hot debated topic on Reddit right these days, where everybody's crying about the removal being dumb. Can you imagine how many clicks that would have taken with the build 41 version? It's so much better. Believe people are complaining about this like crazy. Like, this is, if you go there and say that the new barricading version is in any way better, you're getting downvoted to oblivion. You're just not gonna have a good day. I think. Now, since we're also using that fancy mod, the hotbar mod, we can also add that to our hotbar here. Can we, though? By the way, cool. Like that, downstairs. Every single window, left click, and fast forward time. This is... This is the first way I do it, right? I wasn't like... I didn't know that it was now this easy, but okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna hug too much. I'm just shaking my head here and thinking, oh man. Anyway, so let me chop down some trees. I've got a saw, so I had to come back up here to saw the logs. Research craft. Search from looking at a plank. Make plank with saw. I just what do you mean I researched that? That's what I okay, whatever. Probably from a large branch, eh? What but what? Let's see. The side of the window. I'm not actually sure while I'm adding 3 planks to every window because normally I really like having just 2, so we still have light coming in. I might just remove those. Let's go down to 2 planks on all these windows. We were getting 12 carpentry XP for each barricade here. Not shabby. Okay, so then I'm assuming also building menu. Why? Oh, there's planks. Okay, I'm not sure why they charcoal burning if I go so I search for barricade. Well, that is at the top. Moving barricades. Matter of finding the right. That's still here. Okay. So now I still have to click on every single thing separately. Okay. Yeah, that's also go into the build menu. I don't know. Might be not as easy. And I mean, like, you very rarely unbarricading. And I guess if you're coming up to a survivor house, you probably rather click than fiddle around with the menu. Like, I get it. I get it. The menu seems like an extra step. Let's be honest. When you're like this is now, I want to click on this window and I'm not getting the right thing. And that's what I always hated when barricading. You're usually not barricading windows when in a stressful situation with 20 zombies chasing after you anyway, right? So we got 2 barricades on each window here. We already put some down here. This entrance has no windows whatsoever. And these are all metal windows that can't be broken. Alright, I guess. So much for leveling up carpentry, eh? Beautiful. Assuming now I don't have enough planks again. Alright, let me get the remaining planks from our little wood chopping operation. Yeah, I have some very bad news. We might have to leave this police department behind and probably burn it all down. This fence doesn't line up with this. And it's even worse, like this fence is now 2 tiles further in and this... I don't know. I don't know. Can I still get a good night's of sleep knowing this now? Questionable. You could argue, hey, these doors, and now you're feeling safe? Like any zombie who could have walked through the open doorway can probably also fairly easily walk through that. To which I say, well, you just don't have a feeling for aesthetics. And then I think with the missing garage door here, I'm gonna do... Can make level 2 walls now. Ah, fancy. Almost look like real walls. Instead of doing 4 doors here, I think we're also gonna hear... Might have to... There's sledge in the way, so I can put a wall there. But we don't have a sledge yet, do we? I don't remember having a sledge. Well, just because I don't remember doesn't mean I don't have one. Let me look through the cars and through the base. Yeah, no, absolutely no sledge here. So I think, looking at the map, we did a lot of shotgunning down here. Maybe we can sneak into the railroad maintenance building. That has a fairly decent chance to have a sledge in there. I mean, I wanted to get into all these storage boxes anyway. Also haven't really looked at this area so far. By the way, wasn't this the architecture thing? I thought we've been in there. I won't put an X on it, but I'm not 100% sure. Do I have any more planks? No, I just dropped them all downstairs, didn't I? 2 planks here. Make a box here because there's so much stuff on the ground. The question is, how many planks did I drop down here? Oh, 4 planks, that's exactly 1 box. I mean, that's already an upgrade. So because I don't have enough hinges and doorknobs to make 4 doors there, I might just make another door here. But then I don't have enough planks for a box. Yeah, well, I think door is more important. I want to be in a part of the building that cannot be reached by a random zombie wandering inside. And I know the odds of that happening are basically non-existent. At this point, I'm just RPing. You wouldn't sleep in a house that has potentially open doorways, right? In a zombie apocalypse. Now, you could say, okay, what's the point of that door if you have these internal windows that zombies can just come through? And to which I say, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna head out for the rail yard in the morning. Alright, we got the fresh morning and doesn't look like those zombies actually were in range of the shotgunning. Okay. Well, why do I not have a baseball bat on the one? Oh, I should have totally checked, and I didn't check, when chopping down the trees there, if we got any large branches to make more baseball bats from. I think killing a bunch of zombies right next to the car might be bad if we need to get away in a pinch. Okay. A couple zombies there. I see that. I think it's not too crazy. So the fence hammering is gonna make me go completely insane, and every time I'm encountering that situation, I'm like, I should get that mod that reduces the anxiety from zombies banging on fences halfway across the map. Oh, he's coming. He's coming for your sledges, and he's not taking prisoners. This baseball bat's rated E for everybody. Are there zombies coming from behind me? That's not okay. Take this opportunity to move out of the area where we killed all the zombies and get a quick rest in. Really, you failed like 1 meter away from the gap in the fence. We made the gaps in the fence the other day with a welding torch, not with a sledgehammer. I remember making the gaps in the fence, but I thought, I'm like, okay, it must mean we have a sledge. Nope. Okay. That part parking lot looked way busier when we drove up here. Yep. Looks fairly empty. Would also really help getting into all these containers. So I'm out there and I'm like, oh yes, club. Club, not sledge. Spikes in the world. Let's see, is there anything up here? Shells all the way at the end. Disassemble that for more electronics. Do we actually have the book for the next level now? Single-headed flashlight. If we find a webbing, this is the worst advertisement ever. The railroad spike puller does not allow you to pull railroad spikes. Sorry about that. A little real life distraction here. Where were we? Right, we didn't find what we're looking for. Cool. That to me. This maybe has some storages inside. Should probably also look through the corpses here to see if somebody has a key for this building. You know, I could just try the doors, see if they're open. What a novel idea. One more railroad spikes in here. Just need something for a little bit more light. A spike puller. Fake spike puller. How many railroad places, railroad warehouses have a really decent chance actually of getting a sledgehammer? But, you know, decent chance doesn't mean you get it. I think the upper floors are just offices here, so, yeah. Well, I mean, you're never finding a sledgehammer if you just go out and say, oh, I want to find a sledgehammer today. It's just not happening. So, that's not quite working out. Let me have a look around here. You can kind of see a little bit through the walls. You see, there's locks in this container, right? In this one. I want to open a couple of these. Now, I have the knowledge of recently being through this graveyard in my Twitch streams. So, applying some meta knowledge and a shaky memory tells me this was not the one that's worthwhile breaking over. Okay, look. They all look the same. Oh yeah, there we go. This is where we want to be. Yeah, a couple of zombies down there. Somebody shooting a lot. Obviously, I picked up the welding torches. I don't have a welding mask on me, and I don't think I saw one in the place. So I'm thinking we're probably smashing in the door. Gonna take a second longer. Way longer, so we got muscle strain from hitting the door. But on the bright side, first of all, more door hinges. I think we have an excess of doorknobs anyway, but more importantly, lots of ammo. Throw everything on the ground. I'm kind of hoping that we maybe, since we found that angle-headed flashlight, maybe we find some webbing here. Or more important, I'm actually hoping we find some alternative weapons to our shotgun and 9mm pistol. We'll also take some of these crates with us, so we have some storage space. The ammo container. Isn't it just a container if there's no ammo inside? Okay. Not much in here. I'm just gonna grab all the this for that and go outside. There, I'm gonna grab all the shotgun ammo and bring it to the car. That should allow the muscle strain to fade away a little bit. Zombies have other plans though. We do have an M14 with a single magazine. Maybe you can take some 308 rounds. Like a full carton of them. Noodles. I'll be back. Don't get distracted. Have your lunch. You deserve it. You worked all day being a zombie. Ini? Not put that on the zombie body, but put it in the back of the car. Did not see that coming. Got a little bit of daylight left. Let's drive there, so I don't have to drive all the way to unload next time around here. Probably taken a smarter route. I'm not sure how much I care about the other stuff. Unless we don't have a weapon that can use 5.56. I mean, I always, I definitely always remember that there's more ammo here. Let's see if we can smack in the other door. Chill out with a little smoke first. I never came closer. Okay. So hope it stays that way. And I'll be here smacking the door. I felt that went even faster than the previous one. The shotgun shells that I'm going to take with me right away anyway. Take the 308 ones. I kind of really want to test the M14, even though it's going to be a pain with a single magazine. You take your 20 shots and then you spend a minute reloading everything. Helmet holster t-shirt. Not what I was hoping for. Oh, there's military crates in there. Yeah, you just put them in there. Genius. Alright, let's see what else we can find here. A little bit more smacking. Ooh. Oh, well. Straight in my belly. Look at that zombie that's making so much noise here first. I mean the free zombies. Why did I drive? This is already more stuff here from this one container than I really got from Riverside the other day. The moment I'm over encumbered with pasta, no zombie comes around the corner. That's the trunk full. One more. We open another one or two. I mean, what else are we here for, right? Yeah. Huh. So, tools. Chance of potentially a sledge. I don't know. Am I gonna go through every single container here now that I have to move? Apparently I am. I'm sure why I asked that question. Actually, I didn't actually want that jack and the tire repair kit. Take an extra box of nails though. It doesn't look like tools anymore to me. Newspapers and bottles. Okay, so I guess only the wooden crates are interesting. This I hate. Smacking here while stuck between the two containers. I guess we'll do it. Potential tools. The elusive sledgehammer. Continue my trend of picking up every single welding torch that I ever find. Like that you can put crates into crates. That's always a great way to store the crates. Nope, nope, nothing super interesting here. You know what? In that case, and here, so we throw them in the car. Yeah, we can, of course. That doesn't mean we're done here. We're just done for today because it's getting late. We'll probably come back, open a few more of those boxes, see what's inside, see if that's worth our time. Definitely gonna bring a welding mask here next time because I also want to get rid of this car wreck. You know this guy. We should move this car at some point. You know what? At some point. At some point is today. Keep your streets clear in zombie apocalypse. You never know when you need to race down the road, and then you don't want to dodge our cars that's standing in the middle of the road. Alright, I'm gonna wash up, eat up, store all the loot away, but for now, yeah, we're gonna put a cut in here. Not 100% sure where I want to do what I want to do, where I want to go next time around. But yeah, the search for the sledge continues, and I like that our base is now a little bit more secure. Not that there were any zombies nearby, but whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.